On one day, yeah, this is one of those videos where I just talk to you right after waking up because I had two really prominent dreams back to back. Very noteworthy dreams, very vivid dreams. On one day, I can swear to you that I kind of want a brunette, and the next day I could swear to you just as like just with the same conviction as the previous time I swore to you. I can swear to you that I want a blonde. And then the next day I can be like, yo, okay, I wanna go with like dark hair, you know. In this world, you're really spoiled for choice, and I don't want to be one of those dudes who kind of like run through girls and shit. I think that that's misaligned with our mission down here. you know, you're really spoiled for choice. Because I just woke up from a dream where I was with this one like dark haired, like this dark haired, fair skinned girl. And she was crazy too. She was like, she, she was odd. She was a bit edgy, I think. And I really liked her because the way she was, the way she just uh, came across, the way she behaved. She was very erratic, very, yeah, like I said, very edgy. A bit wacky. I don't know how this ended up happening, but then we were in the store, and I don't listen. We were in the store, and she saw a shirt by no, she saw some adult film actress merch, and the merch didn't have pictures or anything. It was just the name of the. It was like a black shirt with the name of. I can picture the name right now, but I don't think it's necessary to say. It was just a black shirt and the name of the actress in white. And she walks up to her and she's like, "Yeah, I want to buy this." She buys it and she puts it. she puts it on. Right there and there, I'm like, "Yo, this girl is nuts, dude." I kind of like that. She was with her little sister. Her little sister was just like like 2 years younger than she was. If I had to guess, I don't want you to picture like a little baby with her. Yeah, younger sister was a couple of years younger than she was. At some point, by the way, this is all at the mall. I think this was all at the mall, and I'm sort of like sticking around this girl. So from what it seemed, it was like a group of friends, and I somehow got to be among them, and then I noticed this girl, and not in a creepy way, but in like in a since we're all here, we can all stick amongst each other kind of way. Whatever she had it, I had it as well because yeah, I was drawn to her. So at some point, she, she takes her little sister to the car, the younger sister, I should say, man. The younger sister, she to the car in the parking lot, and I'm there as well. And the jokes they're making, man, the kind of like guy jokes. The jokes they're making, the kind of like guy jokes and stuff. I don't know if I should. Well, I should, man. That's the whole point of the thing. Just making very odd jokes, very, I don't want to say crude, very, yeah, like I said, very edgy jokes and stuff. The little sister at some point, like what, as the main sister was about to head away from the car after dropping her off in the car in the parking lot, the little sister made a joke or like a comment about how she could just like like be off in the car essentially, and then the main sister was like, she's in the mood to do that kind of thing as well. I was like, what the hell is going on here, bro? It's just what on earth is happening between you two? And yeah, I believed her because you remember she just went to the store and bought like some adult film actress merch. I believed her. I was like, there's something like odd about this girl. Why is she saying that? You know, yeah, like a dark skin. No, not a dark skin. Like a fair skinned girl with dark hair who looked like she just drank energy drinks 24/7. Kind of skinny. She just wore black in that dream. Yeah, and this, at some point we drove around, and we try to make things official and whatnot. But then I mean I tried to be her man and whatnot, driving around. Yeah, and then the dream transformed. It was one of those double whammy dreams. The dream just transformed into like another person and I, like a buddy of mine and I can't remember who the buddy was, but they were in the back seat. I was in the passenger seat. We were in Andrew Tate's car now. Yeah, the dream transformed into us being in Andrew Tate's car, and Andrew Tate was dropping some gems as he's known to do, you know. And we were trying to listen. Obviously, we were trying to listen Because it'd be foolish not to heed the words who is in a car like you'd like to drive one day. I'm speaking on behalf of like my buddy was in the back seat. Yeah, I'm not particularly. I'm not big into cars, but then I'm talking about on behalf of both of us. Like generally, like how would you not heed the words of someone who's? I hope heed is the right word. I might be mixing it up with something else, but yeah, just listen to what this dude has to say. Listen to the words that the dude who's driving the car that you'd like to have one day is saying. You know, listen to what the listen to this dude who has a house that you'd like to live in one day. The kind of a fraction of the wealth that you'd like to have one day. You know, it's very easy. It's very easy to kind of dismiss the dude as like some alpha male or sigma male, whatever. I'm not familiar with those terms, but then some like some dude who's trying to seem all alpha and whatnot on the internet. It's very easy to dismiss him when you see him like on the net and whatever. But then in that dream, we were faced with him in person. Not to say that I dismiss him. I like some of his clips, yeah, but then I don't honestly consider myself his audience. I'm kind of like I just see his stuff passing by. I don't follow him or anything, But then I'll see some of his clips and I'll be like, "Yo, this guy's a bit knowledgeable, quite a bit knowledgeable about this kind of stuff." And at the same time, I recognize that he's a bit of a problematic figure, you know. Essentially, I'm saying all of this to let you know that I just don't eat whatever. I don't eat up whatever comes from this dude, you know. I'm not his audience. I'm not you know, his subscription base, or like I'm not part of the dudes who subscribe to whatever it is he puts out on a regular basis. But yeah, we were trying to tune in to what he was saying, and he said to me, by the way, that this is a dream. So obviously, the knowledge that came from him, I knew already. It's just it was just coming from you know a fictional embodiment of an existing person. He said to me, or to us rather, as he was like driving us around. I don't know where he was taking us, just driving us around. I think he was doing us a favor, maybe like kind of those joyride thingies where he like, hey, hop in the fancy car, buddy. Let me take you around, kind of thing. So he was just driving around, and he said to us, it's not that uh it's not that most people fail. It's that most people don't even try. You know. And then at a point we arrived to where we were going, which was the mall again, the same mall from the first dream. This might have been the prelude to the first dream, but then it happened afterwards. The dream sequence happened after it. We park in like the outside kind of parking, not in the parking lot this time. The outside kind of parking. And we step out and he points at his car, and a part of me was like, dude, don't point at your car, man. you're causing a bit of a scene. Like, why you have to like like insist or like show these people that you're talking, you're trying to spit some game for us. I think he might have. No, he didn't have his arm around anyone's shoulder. But then that's what it felt like metaphorically felt like he was doing that, and we were welcoming that. But then it was getting a bit showy now. Like, okay, buddy, don't point at the car. You kind of trying to make it seem as though you're trying to teach us a lesson or something. We're very happy to listen to what you have to say and consider it and try to apply it and stuff within within reason. Like calm down a bit, calm down a bit. He was pointing at the car. I forgot what he was saying when we stepped out the car. But then at some point we were walking down a wooded area, not in like a weird way, but then in like a hey, I've taken the time out of my schedule to try to teach you something, kid, type thing. So we were walking down the wooded area, and I tell him about how I know people who are hard workers, dude. They're hard workers. They get up at like 5, to 5, like quarter to 5 in the morning, and they come back in the afternoon, just working day in and day out for like decades. I know people who do that, you know. Why aren't they successful? I guess in the dream, I didn't know the answer to this. Because I can tell you right now that it's not about how hard you work, it's about where you put your efforts. If you're working hard for some boss, then they're gonna succeed. If you're working hard for yourself, then you're gonna succeed. But then he told me that, and this is where the dream cut off. So I didn't really get where he was trying to take it. I think also my brain just ran out of nonsense to feed me. Like, damn, I'm actually gonna have to do some thinking now and give this guy an actual answer. But yeah, the imagined version of Tate in my dream told me that you need to hear your aspirations. He tried to tell me about how it's a good thing to take up like AI chatbots and stuff. He was like, okay, these people that you're talking about, are they engaged in, chatbots, AI chatbots? I was like, no, they're not. They're like they're pushing 60. Not really, you know, AI inclined. And then he was like, yeah, well, it's necessary for you to hear your aspirations. You need to hear them. They can't just be in your head. You need to physically perceive them. As we were walking down the wooded area, and the dream got cut off. So he was essentially trying to tell me that it's a good idea. Also, this is something I knew. Obviously, again, like this is coming from my brain. It's a good idea to write down your goals, um, hear your goals back, just so that you have an easier time actualizing them. And I remember hearing a similar um word of advice from RDC Mark. I think that's where that source of information came from for it to be developed in my dream. So let me just pull that up for you. He said something pretty much exactly the same, and then my brain just interpreted it to come from another person who was known for advising people and trying to get them on a financially successful path. So let me just pull that up quickly. Let me pause the video until I find it.
You feel me? My life feels so dull recently. All I do is just wake up, eat, shower, goon, sleep. Like I gooned 7 times today. I don't know what to feel anymore.
What the?
Well,
Now be honest.
the first thing you gotta do, bro, is concentrate, focus. That's the first thing you gotta do. Ain't nobody coming to help. That's what I really want you to know. Nobody coming to help. But at least you know that your life is boring and you wilding out and you gooning too much, right? So the first thing you want to do is write some goals down. Right? That's the first thing you want to do. Like, what do you want to do? That's what you got to write down. So you can see it clearly. So you have something to accomplish. You leave it in your head going to think about 800 different things. So you got to write down what you want to accomplish. That is a great start, right? Then start tomorrow morning. Wake up and do everything to accomplish those goals. Only. If it does not fit with that, then you gotta keep pushing. Alright? That's just start with that. And I think you'll be alright. I feel like self-control is so hard. Like there's times where you see something, your left hand starts reacting and reaching, and I can't control it. Alright, this nigga. It's about discipline, man. Honestly, it's about discipline. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you to write your goals down, because I feel like if you see something, then you can start actively working towards it. You feel me? Because you could be playing, but you could be being for real.
Yeah, being for real, man. You gotta
and niggas got, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
No, it's not.
Why you lying?
Don't you feel like discipline is so difficult though? Can you ask Ben how he controls his urges, Ben?
Wait, what's the start of that sentence?
Look, that nigga stressed. He don't know how to control it.
Yeah, so that's the video. At the end there, they were just trying to make fun of one of the guys in the group. By suggesting that he has goon urges or whatnot. But yeah, the message there is noteworthy. It's noteworthy. Just see your dreams, hear your dreams. Yeah. See the actual steps that you're taking. I still have to write down like a proper list of the steps that I need to take. I am talking them through myself, by means of making these little videos, but I need to reinforce that by writing down the individual steps. There's plenty of stuff that I write down, plenty of stuff. I have like notes and notes and notes on my phone, of things that pertain to my mission. But as for an actual step-by-step journey, might have to write that down. Buddy. Whoa. So yeah, shout out to you. It's a very cloudy day. It's an overcast day today. Very rainy. So yeah, I'm in bed right now. I'm in bed. It's one of those moments where I have to wait before I can take action, Saturday now. I have to meet up with people on Monday, so either today or tomorrow I'll be writing down the monologue that I just want to hit them with. I'm gonna tell them that if ever you've wished to be part of something great at its very beginning, I'm not gonna be arrogant enough to say that this is one of those opportunities, but I'll be confident enough to say that this could very well be. Thank you.